Hi everybody, this is Dom here from Craft Woodwinds, and I wanted to share with you today one of the most overlooked elements of a saxophone setup, and that is a proper fit of the neck. This is a Selmer Super Action 80 Series 2 neck, the black lacquer, and I want to show you the way it is supposed to fit. So here's the horn, put the neck on. So this connection has to be airtight, okay? It's very, very easy to overlook. You can put the neck in and turn the neck screw, and it means that the neck isn't going to move on you. That doesn't mean that it's airtight. Now, the way to figure this out, in the top of the horn here, I have, this is a tenon isolator from J.L. Smith, and it goes inside the horn. You give it a turn and that expands a rubber washer against the inside of the body. Then you can put the neck back on, turn the neck screw just to lock it in place. That's all the neck screw is actually for. Cover the neck pip, and then that's when you know that it's actually airtight. Now, the way to do that, I'm actually going to go into detail in an upcoming Craft Woodwinds project. I'm not going to demonstrate it here, but it will be demonstrated later on down the road. So there are a couple tools that you need in order to get that exact airtight fit to it. I'll show you that in just a minute. So tools you need in this case. This is the Farise tenon expander, and the way it works is the neck fits on there in between these two rollers, okay? Now, when you turn this handle, this section comes down and squeezes the tenon, and then as you turn it, it will expand that tenon. Now, this can be an extremely dangerous tool. It is far too easy to oversize the neck. So you have to go little by little. You only turn this until you make contact and then just give it one. Even that can be too much. And then you do a couple turns and then check it before you do anything. If you just tighten this on and do this the whole way, you're just going to have a neck that's going to be overexpanded and it'll never fit back inside the saxophone. Now, that being said, this is another tool from Farise, and this is the tenon swedger. There's a series of collets right here that fit inside. This is the number 3, as you can see, and this fits inside like that. This screw in here fits into that. This is only to keep the collet stationary. It is not to actually change the diameter of it, because what will happen is you'll actually create a bump on the inside, which will create an edge or a divot on the inside of the neck tenon. Then you give that a spin to bring this together, and you just do a couple turns. You tighten it down, turn the neck, tighten it down, turn the neck, tighten it down, so that way it will slowly swing. Then the next thing that you do is you use lapping compound. I get my lapping compound from musicmedic.com. It's the Triumph lapping compound, and all you need is just a couple flicks of it around the tenon, and then when you put it back in the horn like this, you rotate the neck all the way around, and what that will do is it will smooth everything out and make sure that all of your high spots are down. You will start to see a little line that goes around the tenon that tells you where the high spots are. You keep doing that, and then you put the tenon isolator back in the horn to check the fit, and if you get an airtight fit, you'll get that pop. If it's not quite, you'll get something in between. When this neck started, it was just like a straw. I I sucked the air out of it, and nothing happened. There was no vacuum whatsoever. Now what that'll do is that's going to give the horn a stuffy feeling to it, because no matter what the setup is like underneath of it, you've got air leaking out right at the bottom of the tenon. So I found this when I did I overhauled my own Mark VI, and it changed the horn. Everything responded better. The low end was much fuller, and which I'm assuming is going to happen on this horn as well. But this is a very, very, very overlooked element of saxophone repair and saxophone setup. Make sure that whoever is doing the repairs on your horn is taking that into consideration. Anyway, like I said, later on down the road, Moray Craft Woodwinds is going to be releasing a project that demonstrates just exactly how you do this. So keep your eyes peeled for that. You can find me on Facebook at Moray Craft Woodwinds, as well as Instagram at Moray Craft Woodwinds, www.moraycraftwoodwinds.com. Big surprise. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at moraycraft.woodwinds@gmail.com. My name's Dominic Morier, and this is Moray Craft Woodwinds. Have a great day.